Hello, guys. Hi, Aaron. Q. DJ Lightbeats. Now, what would make this more interesting is to have people come on air, but we'll see what happens. Um, my experience I want to share with you guys about my psychic experience with my with a friend of mine that we were doing magic tricks. It was just straight magic tricks and experimentation with psychic abilities, ranging from actually not ranging from, but it's just mostly telepathy. And I think what I wanted to do was actually do numbers. That's my bird, Sasha. No ghost there. What do you want? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? There you go. Anyway, continuing on. I wanted to try something. He could think of a number 1 through 10. And I said, well, the first one didn't go too well. I think I added it up to being like 6 or something like that. And but the next time his daughter did it, and I felt it coming through very strongly. But the only number I could pick up was a number 7. But when she showed me her number, it was a number 8, which was actually close. And then when I even amazed myself when I was close enough to the number. And then the next thing that we did is I said to him, let's think of something outside this door. When he thought about something, he had one in his mind. I immediately picked up like something like a bird bath and a bird feeder, you know, the one that you put seeds in. But in a sense of the word, it's not altogether wrong, because what he thought of was actually a hummingbird feeder. And the idea is the same, but they look for something to drink something sweet, the hummingbirds do to actually keep their energy going. But in the sense of the word, it's still a bird feeder. But it's interesting how I was close maybe 2 times in a row. And I'm wondering if any of you have any of those kind of experiences to start out with before I go on with the ghost box session. It would be interesting to see what you guys have experienced, if anything, along the lines of Sixth Sense. Some of you are making this as like a joke, but I'm telling you my real experiences. A friend of mine has actually videotaped me doing a palm reading and on his wife and his and I did one on her husband too. But um she's a bird cue. That's what she's gonna do no matter what. I have to clean it up afterwards. Anyway, but the palm reading, they said I was pretty spot on. And when I I did the reading, they both told me I was spot on. So I was mostly using my intuition there. I did it in a fake way, but as the book describes it, but it can't be all fake because I was using my intuition, which made them say that yes, I was pretty spot on, even though it was written in a way to fake it. It turned out to be something a little more that I didn't know that I had inside of me. So I used my intuition to give them a palm reading. So it can't be all fake. Alright. Let's see what else shows up when I do this. Well, who else shows up? I got the original 2.0 Echovox, and because I won it from Big Beard Studio, he was giving it away for free if I just did like a hashtag that he was doing. So I got it for free.
Wait.
Any spirits here? 8? 8 spirits? Hi, Digits. Welcome to the show. Use an app. That this is a app. Do you have a message for anybody in the chat today? No? You must have a message for somebody. Okay, do you have a message for me? Are you in the room right now? Did you just make the camera go out of focus? Actually, I like the original better, Aaron. I think you're right. The other one was kind of complex for me. The 3.0? Spirits, do you think I have the potential to developing my intuition more strongly? Hi, DJ. How about, do you have a message for DJ who just arrived now? I'll be back, guys. Tell me what you heard by typing in the comment section. Alright, back guys. If you're able to do this for me, can you make the K2 meter go to red, please? So you know that you're on the internet? Sounded like you said my name. Did you say magic? Let me put you on Bank A now. Did you say magic? What was that? That sounded like a deep voice there. Who was that? Do you know what Q is drinking now? Do you know what QWYZL is drinking now? Are you drinking coffee, Q? Sounded like coffee to me, though, Aaron. Well, you know, coffee has caffeine in it, too. That depends on what kind of coffee you have, too. Decaf or caffeinated. I used to drink Yoo-Hoo all the time. Until it started to taste gross on me some point in the 80s, I think. Didn't taste right anymore. Unless they improved it, I might want to go back to it. It's a chocolate milk drink, DJ. Yeah, it's sweet, DJ. I've tried it before. Before it went bad in the 80s, I stopped drinking it, but unless it's improved, I'll be going back to it if they improve it. Let me try a different app now. Let's try this one. No, I got the 3.0 going this time. I might do the dark box next. Actually, I might end it with that. Have any messages in the chat area of the live show today? No, I don't. I have a PSB 11 DJ. If you want me to do that one next, I might end it with that because I'm going to be on air for a very short time. I'm ending early this time, just in case you guys want to know, because there was like a plan that I did not know that was going to happen today. I always forget to do this. Where is it? I wonder. I have to look for it later. I know I have it. It's me talking, Spirit. You have anything to tell DJ? You have anything to tell DJ? No? How about Aaron? Have anything to tell Aaron? I might use it for a short period, Aaron. I don't want to do it for too long because DJ wants me to use this PSB 11 here. You have to develop what's the word I want to use? You have to attune your ears to the Echo Box to get used to their language, so to speak. That's how I learned how to accept Echo Box as a valuable tool. I heard that. No, that was magic. Now, you have something to tell me? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you're auto-focusing, does that mean there's a spirit in my room right now? I hope it's a good one. Whoa. That sounded like really loud, yeah. What was that? That was not coming from me.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey. It's Wolf.
Hi, Wolf.
What's going on?
Not much.
Is there a chat? Is there a chat here, or is it just?
It's a chat for just me and you right over here. You have to go to my secondary channel.
What's up, man? Nice to meet you, dude. Excuse me.
Not much. No. Have you had any thing that was relatable to like the Sixth Sense kind of thing?
Say again.
Have you had any thing like a Sixth Sense kind of thing that happened to you? Kind of like
Are you talking about paranormal
kind of thing?
experiences? Paranormal experiences, or are you talking about?
I'm just talking generally. If you had any psychic experience that you may it's whatever you would call it in your book, like
I have something, but I don't really know how to use it. But both of my sisters had it, or both of my sisters. Like I have a younger sister, my older sister passed away, but they both have it. They both. I know what you're talking about. Because I used to work with in an old cotton mill. It's closed down now, but everybody there was old school. I mean, they were black people. They were best people in the world, but they were all like old ladies and stuff, and they were from the country. And you know, a lot here in the South, a lot of black people believe in that, what you just said. That's what they call it, the Sixth Sense. No, they call it second sight. That's what they call it, second sight. And they claim that their mothers and, you know, people they knew, their elders or whatever, could actually see spirits walking and stuff. And I've always been kind of, you know, I've always had a belief in the paranormal. I'm a type of guy, you know, you have to show me. You know what I'm saying? I have to see, I have to hear for myself to real. Not that I don't believe, it's just that I can't, you know, I can't say exactly that I do believe, you know. I mean, I can say that I do believe, but I can't actually say until I see or I hear for myself with my own eyes and my own ears. You know, that's like, you know, visual and audio proof to me. Until last year, I actually started with Noreen's show. Noreen, what is it? Paranormal TV Zone, whatever. Anyway, I started with her show, and it was actually on the 8th of August. It was the anniversary of the Manson murders. It was 2014, which was actually what, the 45th anniversary? I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, that's where I met Night Lover. I met Chipper Terry there. I didn't meet Nikki until later on. I didn't meet you till just recently. But that's where I kind of started. I saw them because they were actually broadcasting. She was doing a Skype from the David Oman house. And if you know about the David Oman house, that's the house that's actually on Cielo Drive where the Tate murders took place. If you hear that, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner, man. It's my hard drive. It's like, it doesn't do well with, for some reason, live video or something. But anyway, getting back to it, that's where I met everybody and everything. And I said, you know, I was like, somebody in that chat was talking about Ghost Radar, which is a free app, and nobody really uses it anymore. In fact, the last time I downloaded it, it's kind of gone downhill. It still works, but it's like really, really bad loaded with ads, and I'm kind of afraid of it anyway. But anyway, I take this and I install it on my Android or whatever, and I just decide to go around to some sites. And me, personally, I believe the most, and a lot of people believe this too, that the most activity you will find are not at the old legendary places that have been like in the old North Carolina folklore ghost story books and stuff from way back, the legendary places. The most activity you will find is from places of recent death, like tragic car accidents where people die. And I'm sorry to say this, but that's where you find the most activity. So I took that Ghost Radar and we kind of went out ghost hunting one night, and I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the activity I picked up in some of the places that I've always wanted to go, you know, because I mean, in the circumstances, like there was this one place I went where these three young kids, it was way back in, I think, 1983. Anyway, these three young kids on their way to school hit a patch of ice and went off the road into the river, and the river was swollen and swallowed them up, and they died in the icy waters or whatever. But one of them got out. But anyway, I wanted to see if there was any activity there, right? So I go and I take the Ghost Radar and I started picking stuff up, and like the Ghost Radar will say words, like random words. It will, you know what I'm talking about. It will speak like in a computer voice. Excuse me. And as a matter of fact, in that accident, one of the little girls that was in the car was actually stuck in the back seat. She couldn't get out of the seatbelt. And the car, when it went off the road and hit the river, it flipped over and went upside down and sank. And one of the boys got out. He died down the river because he couldn't. Like I say, the river washed him away or whatever. But the driver of the car got out. She was actually rescued by the vice principal of the school that happened to be riding behind him at the time. So she got out. But anyway, the little girl that died in the car went down to the bottom. She couldn't get out of her seatbelt. She wasn't supposed to. But anyway, so we were riding by there, you know, that night with the Ghost Radar, and we started getting words, and one of the words was stuck. You know, because I actually stopped on the bridge. Like the bridge that they went off, they didn't actually make it to the bridge, but I stopped on the bridge, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was pitch black, nobody was around, and we started picking up all this activity, like, and I got that word stuff, and I was like, wow, you know, that's kind of coincidental. So, you know, we went on and we went to another place where another accident happened. I think it was 1981. 3 people died. I was actually a kid then, and I was with my parents at the beach, and this is like something that happened, you know, when you go to the beach and you come back and you hear the news that happened while you were gone. Well, this is something that happened on one of them times. These three, there's actually 2 girls that they were students at UNC, and they were drinking. And this happened like on a Sunday afternoon in the middle of the day, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And they hit head on with this guy in this Jeep, and all 3 of them died at the scene. And so we went there, and we started picking up names, which I haven't went back into I got to go to the library and go through the archives and everything to find out the actual articles to find out names. Because I got 2 names. I got Don, and I think the other one was Reginald. I don't remember the guy's name. But anyway, so I got 2 names and I got a word 3. And that's exactly at the same scene where 3 people died, you know. And it was like, after that, I started getting more, you know, I was like, maybe there might be something to this. Well, then we went to the graveyard, and it went crazy. I mean, we went through the graveyard, because this graveyard here was like, we have graves dating back to, like, we have unmarked graves, like there's just a rock, you know. And then we have some that's dated back to like the early 1700s. Because, I mean, I'm sitting here in North Carolina. This is like the oldest part of America, pretty much. I mean, this is one of the colonies that wasn't. This was the first colony they found. I'm not sure. But anyway, I know the first American born the first American born was Virginia Dare, and she was born in Dare County, which is down east of here toward the coast. So this is like old country. I mean, you guys, man, if you want real legendary stuff, this is the place. I mean, I know there's ghosts everywhere, but this is like one of the oldest places in the country here.
In North Carolina?
Right, man. We have all kinds of, like, I mean, especially down by the beach, there's just like, I mean, especially you had places like Fort Fisher and, you know, places down at the coast, you know, because like I say, that's where they landed when they come to, you know, found the new land. That's where they landed. This was one of the first colonies. I don't know a lot about history, but you've heard of like the 13 colonies or whatever.
Yeah.
Which was basically 13 colonies, for those who know, probably can educate me more about it. For 13 colonies were like 13 different colonies in different places. Like you had the ones that suffered the hardest was the ones that landed at like Plymouth Rock, which is far, far north. That's where like the Pilgrims landed, and where like Thanksgiving originated or whatever. But it was really bad. I mean, if you go back, look at some of the old programs and stuff, they really had hard winters. A lot of people died. But like that was a colony. This was a colony down here. We had colony. Jamestown was where I don't remember. Jamestown was like North Virginia. Anywhere. There were 13 colonies spread out on the East Coast, and they started building cities or whatever. They started building civilization, And you've heard of like where the Western Union, where the Western Union started. You know, the Western Union started with Benjamin Franklin and the Pony Express. Is that what I'm trying to say? Pony Express, which was actually a band of night riders. That's how actually the mail service started between the colonies. That's how news got from colony to colony. So, but anyway, I'm just blabbering on. I got totally off the subject.
Would you call yourself that you're skeptical of the Sixth Sense then? I mean, that's what I call it. So.
You mean I have some of it, or
Well, I'm not talking in the sense of the word if you had experiences, but I mean, would you say that you're more of a skeptic, that you want to see proof of it?
No, I believe in it. I just don't believe I have enough. I can't channel it. I think we all have a certain amount, but I just don't know how to channel it like other people do.
I think I just learned how to tap into it just a little bit, you know, just like barely scratching the surface of it.
Really?
But I think the way it works for me is I have to calm down and calm my mind down. For some people, it may be very hard to do, but
I can see that. Yeah.
in my situation, I do have a more relaxed mind when I want it to relax. And I have to look within myself, and I ask, where does this product go? I work at a grocery store anyway. And then I get this like this inner guidance, like this inner voice telling me I have to go straight. Then I go like 3 shelves down and then turn immediately to my left.
Right.
And this powder form of this health product, whatever it is. It took me a little bit to find it at first. It's not like an immediate thing. So that's what some people think of. If you're psychic, you will immediately find it. But in my situation, it took me a little bit to.
You're learning. Yeah.
Yeah, to search for it, and then just right at my immediate like left-hand side, there's the product, and it goes exactly where it goes.
Right.
So I know that there may be some scientists who don't get credit of researching this kind of thing, but they are working on it. But even if they found a logical scientific explanation, it would just deter me away from learning about this ability anymore. If they
No, it's not science. It's. I mean, there's a science to it, but I know what you're trying to say. They're trying to disprove this and disprove that. Just like the old legend we had. I mean, we've got one of the. It's not anymore, but we've got one of the most. I mean, this was actually on That's Incredible. I don't know if you're not old enough to remember that show from the 70s. It was Kathy Lee Crosby, whoever, Fran talking. Anyway, it was a show on ABC TV every Friday night or whatever. And this was actually featured on that show. It's called The Ghost Light of Mako Station, M-A-C-O, like Mako Sharp, The Ghost Light of Mako Station. And the legend goes that this happened like back in the mid-1800s. This guy was on, in those days, like trains, they held the cars together with, instead of like the coupling system they have now where you see the train go, you know, and it catches on the latch or whatever and it's locked. Back in those days, they used pins and couplers. And it's like where the cars would come together and they'd stick a pin down through it. And then I guess they'd put whatever they call those little things on the bottom or whatever to hold it in place. Well, anyway, the pin come loose from this guy's caboose, and his caboose drifted to a stop, and this is like in a swamp on a foggy night or whatever. So the legend goes that not long after that, there was a train approaching, and this guy grabs a lantern and just starts swinging it out the back because he had drifted to a stop on the tracks. But the train approaching couldn't see the caboose sitting there on the track. And he was just swinging this lantern back and forth frantically. And they say he swung it till the last minute, and bam, the train hit, and he was decapitated, and the lantern like flew over in the swamp and sit there and flickered for a while and burnt there until somebody picked it up. And anyway, they cleaned the accident up or whatever, you know. And shortly thereafter, like this was back in the 1800s, like I say, before cars, before city lights, before electricity, all that stuff. And people's like lovers and stuff like strolling down the dirt road would see a light coming down the tracks. And this stayed like this, man. And this is like, and this started being a legendary ghost story. You can go back to the Wilmington, I think it's the Wilmington Star newspaper. You can go back through the archives of the paper and find stories on this, you know. And but people would actually see. I actually know a guy in town here who actually lived down there, and he's got lights of the damn thing, but they're on slide. I've just got to find somebody who can transfer the pictures, because I'd love you to see them. I mean, they're really cool. I mean, I've never seen pictures of the ghost light. This is so cool. But I've actually heard of people who were actually close enough to the damn thing to see, like the light got so close to them, they could see the outlines, like the frame of the lantern, you know. But they said it, everybody said the same account, and like people would come, thousands of people come from all over the world to see this, and they saw it, you know. And it would happen about every 15 minutes, every night, about every 15 minutes. It would start out with a little flicker above the left rail, and it would raise up, and it would start bobbing back and forth, and it would come closer and closer and closer. And a lot of people like got freaked out because it was like chasing them, you know. And so yeah, I mean, but that's one of the most. But having said that, in 1977 they removed the rails because the track wasn't used. This was actually the line that used to link Wilmington to Spartanburg, South Carolina, from Wilmington, North Carolina to Spartanburg. It was like the west cut, or the western or the eastern North Carolina train line back in those days. Well, anyway, they quit using the track many years ago, and they finally removed the tracks in 1977. And since then, he hasn't been seen. The light hasn't been seen. So I don't know if they disturbed the hallowed ground or whatever. But like I say, I mean, before it disappeared or whatever, plenty of people saw this, you know. And that's not the only, and you know, they were like people like you talk about scientists trying to disprove it, trying to say it was phosphorus gases, trying to say it was lights from nearby highways, from cars. But that's been disproven because there weren't cars back in those days. And the phosphorus gases, they don't act like that. Phosphorus gases usually, I don't know a whole lot about them, but they usually like dance here and there, and it's just random movements. This was always the same movements every time. It would start out, like I say, a little flicker above the left rail, raise up, and then just bah, 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 bah. And actually, a little bit further into that story, there used to be, when they first started seeing the light, there used to be two lights. And they would come together. One would come from one direction, one would come from the other direction. They would smash together, and then one light would fly off over into the swamp, which goes along with the story of the train coming and hitting the caboose, you know, the two lights coming together, and then the one light flying over. Well, there was an earthquake in North Carolina, I think 1907 or something like that. Anyway, since then, it's only been the one light. It was only the one light, but
Okay.
I'm trying not to go off too much on a tangent here, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of some of the stuff we've got around here that scientists have had to disprove, like the Brown Mountain lights in the mountains. They've actually got a scenic overlook with a historic thing, you know, like a North Carolina Department of Parks or whatever historic thing sitting there, you know. So this is the legend of the Brown Mountain lights. And like every night you can stand on the scenic overlook and look over at the Brown Mountain, and these lights will dance across the mountains, you know. And they've tried to disprove them as phosphorus gases, but old legend says it's the Indians, you know, doing the war dances or something, the ghosts of the Indians from back in the day or whatever. But anyway, it's really interesting stuff.
So, what were your thoughts on ghost boxes? Something that's brought out by Big Beard Studios. Do you think they're any good?
That's the thing about all this technology. I don't know a lot about all this technology. I mean, like all the different apps. What I know about EVP, which is electro voice phenomenon, and you can go on Wikipedia, and it goes back to the days of telegraph. You know, it was first discovered or whatever. What EVP is actually like, it's detuning. It's like a detune, like it goes along with poltergeist, like where the little girl goes up to the TV. It's static. It's like white noise or whatever, and it's like also it's in audio and video. And what this is like this, for some reason, like the detuning of the static or whatever, these spirits pick up on that, and having said that, I also want to tell you another thing. They pick up on like those where they can communicate. They pick up where they, when they find something like these devices, like you've got in front of you, where they can communicate with you. They realize, I guess, this is just my theory, that they want to, they think you want to communicate with them, and they will attach themselves to you, dude. And like I told you that night, we went out with the Ghost Radar. I am not shitting you.
You're cutting out a little bit. Oh, let me start the ghost box, everyone, until I know what's going on.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're just still cutting out, just barely. All right, this is for you, Aaron. You wanted the Dark Vox.
Can you still hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, I'm not going to keep talking. I just wanted to finish what I was telling you. We actually brought something home with us, and it took probably about a month and a half to finally leave or whatever. But we were noticing things like it was just shadows, but the shadows looked like a woman in a dress, and she would walk through walls and walk into closets and stuff. Like I would be standing there talking to my roommate or whatever, and she would say, walk behind, I say, a month and a half. So yeah, I mean, they can connect to you, and you can actually bring them home. And I think most spirits are, not here to harm, but I know there is evil too. That's the ones that I worry about. Is am I still cutting out?
Just a little bit when you were telling your story. So.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to drop in and say hello, meet you.
Okay.
Good talking to you.
I get to meet you again. So.
Are me and you the only two in here?
Pretty much. I mean, there are people in a chat who just wanted to join in a chat, I suppose. So.
Okay. Okay. What chat is that?
My secondary channel.
Oh, okay. Is this live? Is this something you're going to post on YouTube?
This is live right now.
But you're not going to post the video? I mean, I don't care.
I mean, it's already going to be posted after this live show is over. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everybody, this is me.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to start this Ghost Fox. I mean, Aaron in the chat wants to hear this, so I
Yes,
had
man.
it going for a bit. So
Well, I'm gonna take off because my computer's like overheating a little bit. So good to meet
okay.
you. I'll see you at Dobies or where I'll see all you guys, whatever.
All right.
Have a great one.
Talking to you. Bye. Here you go, Aaron. Is DJ still here? Because I don't want him to miss his chance to use the PSP 11. Kind of sounded like ISIS. What about ISIS? In a little bit, DJ, I'm going to turn it over to the PSP 11 real soon. While I'm at this doing this Ghost Box here, I want to give like a special shout out to Paraghoster and the Upstate Supernatural and Paranormal Global TV. And a special shout out to Adobe. Even though she doesn't do much live chat, she is getting a shout out from me. See, the only thing I don't really understand about this app is that this is really hard for me to understand. DJ, you're going to get your chance to listen to some PSP 11 now. PSP 11, everybody. Just gonna turn one on somehow. Is it? Oh, here's the power. Hey Tara, welcome to the live show. Very well, Frank. Thanks for the conversation. Let me know what you hear, DJ. Are there any spirits here with me? What are your names? What's your name?
Yep.
Hey, Rose. Do you have any messages for the people in chat? So do I, Wolf. See you later, Q. Let me feel it the other way. Now that's on the forward. Do you have anything to, okay, do you have anything to tell me? Are you the one that was making the camera go out of focus? Jacob, the one I contacted from the Ouija board? I don't have the luxury of doing that right now, man. But what I want to do is get like a night vision camera, and I like to go on a ghost hunt, and maybe I would upload it to YouTube. So it's not want to be all this, but eventually I want to do a real ghost hunt myself. Did someone just say my real name? Sounds like Paul. You want me to call you? What do you want me to call you by? Okay, good. Anything you want to tell anybody in the chat? Let's slow it down a little bit. Is there anybody who wants to say something to somebody in chat? See you, Aaron. Thanks for coming.
Sorry. Thank you, Wolf, and I'll see you later. Can you make the Stay on the red? Are you present in my room right now? You must be present in my room because you're making the camera go out of focus. And it doesn't usually do that unless somebody is like really close to the camera. Was that in the room? What's your name? What's your name? Haley.
Please.
I think it says you're crazy. What's your name then? Is your name Rose? Is your name Bailey? If anybody picked that up, please let me know what it said. It sounded like Sean to me.
Number one.
I just have to go to like an activity that I signed up for. It's just
Right?
it's just uh it's just part of the commitment. If I go to the activity, I won't have to get fined for missing that activity. But it's unavoidable. I plan to do a full length show for you guys. It just didn't work out today. What do you mean by do you remember me? Is this Jacob? If this is Jacob from the Ouija board, I still remember you. Now, fine. What was that? Is this Jacob? No, to what, DJ? It's not Jacob. That's what I'm trying to figure out now.
Thunderstorm.
It either sounded like John or Sean. Is your name Sean? Take a deep breath. Okay. Is Haley still here with him? Yes? Is there something you want to tell me? You have a message? It's a man. It's a man. It's a man there. I am a man, but are you referring to someone else? Maybe in chat? Maybe in the spirit realm? Who is this man? Who are you referring to? Who is this man? Did you say Robert? Let me know. Let me know. Is it Robert? Is the man Robert? Alright. I have to say goodbye to you guys. I have to say goodbye to you guys. My live stream is over. Can I get goodbye? Goodbye for now. Hey guys, that is actually it for me. I said I was going to end at 4:35, and it's pretty much past that time, but I want to give last minute shout outs to everyone. I want to thank DJ, a shout out to him. I think I made him moderator, so hopefully nobody has tried to stir up some stuff in here. So if there was no drama today, I'm thankful and grateful for that. I want to thank Digits for coming. I want to thank Wolf Height for being part of the conversation. I want to thank Aaron being part of the show as usual. I want to thank Rose for being here. And I want to thank Paraghoster for coming here maybe for like a short while. I want to thank Paranormal Global TV for stopping by just for a second or two, maybe about at least 2 minutes, I'll have to say.
I want to thank Q for being here. That's pretty much it. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I did? Oh. Next time I'll create another live event. Thank you, guys. This is Magic51 signing off. Until next time. Hopefully I get to do a fuller show for you. All right. Bye, guys.